And we kick off this hour in the state of Georgia, where day 2 of the self-defense or murder trial for defendant Quaneesha Johnson is set to begin this hour, my friends, probably around 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. There's the defendant standing in between her two defense attorneys. She is a mother of 4 being accused of the murder of her boyfriend and the father of her youngest child. Now, the state's position on this one is that Johnson was the antagonizer in the deadly altercation. But the defense is pointing to a woman who was left defenseless. And today we expect to hear her daughter called to the witness stand by the prosecution, her 8-year-old daughter, to tell the jury what she remembers about that night, including the all-important 911 call that she made.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
My mom just said I wanted and I feel like I'm a dancer.
What's the address?
796 Airmail.
Okay, do you know the phone number you're calling from? Do you know the phone number you're calling from?
I don't know. You just said my mom.
All right, I'm going to bring in now Court TV legal correspondent Julia Janae, who's standing by live for us this morning in DeKalb County, Georgia. This is the greater Atlanta area. Julia, wonderful to see you. Good morning. Tell us who we can expect to hit the witness stand today, please.
Good morning, Julie. We understand that attorneys are inside of the courtroom and they are not on the record yet, but you heard that 911 call, that little girl saying he hit my mom. That's the witness that we expect to take the stand first today. Always difficult to know that a child, someone who was as young as 7 when this happened and 8 now, is going to have to be on the witness stand where she's talking about something that she witnessed, and her mother is the one who was on trial, who's sitting there at the defense table. We know she is in her mother's care. I've watched them walk into this courthouse together. Her mom has been out on bond. More recently, she did have to fight to get that bond, but that's the little girl who called 911 after her mother handed her the phone, and according to the prosecution, was coached into saying he hit my mom. The defense obviously saying that no, she was telling the truth about what she was witnessing. The judge yesterday walking this child through the courtroom to make sure she felt comfortable with the parties and where things are laid out, even showing her the witness stand so that hopefully today things are a bit easier for her on the stand. We're not going to be able to show her, of course, but we will be able to share the audio of that testimony that's so important in this case, Julie.
Oh, you're absolutely right, my friend. That'll be just as gripping, just to hear that child's voice live in the courtroom. This is a very tough day for her, I am sure. I want to talk to you, please, Julia, about that body camera footage on the night in question coming in to evidence Tuesday, and Quaneesha Johnson's shocking question that she posed to police and how this is going to affect really both sides of the trial.
It's a question that is causing this trial to be considered by some of the analysts who've been watching this trial, the premeditated self-defense case, because of what came before that fatal shot was fired. We know those officers were on the scene of this domestic dispute, and in watching that body camera footage of Demonte Smith and Quaneesha Johnson, they go up and down in terms of the energy and the escalation and the frustration that they are showing with each other. They're arguing with each other, but also arguing with the officer. And we heard this moment twice in court because it was asked to be played again to make sure there wasn't a mischaracterization of what Quaneesha told police officers as they were leaving the scene.
Do you need anything else?
Get down and get my ass tonight. So when I shoot him for self-defense, then what? Because I'm licensed. So if I shoot him in my residency, because he's staying here putting his hands on me for the second time, then what? I will have cancer. You hear this, right? You heard what he just said? I'm going to get my ass beat tonight. So when I shoot him, and I need to call the cops and get it everything I was going to do. Just make sure you can articulate. I can't. What's going on? I can't. I'm in New York. You better really be able to articulate that.
There's a bit of a dispute over whether the shooting victim in this case, Demonte Smith, actually said that to Johnson, whether he was going to hurt her after police left. It's something officers didn't hear, but Johnson reported hearing it, and we understand that an aunt who was on the phone with Johnson heard that through the phone line. So we'll likely hear that. If not in the state's case, we'll hear it in the defense case, Julie.
Oh, yeah, that testimony corroborating that will be huge. Julia Janae live for us in Atlanta all over this case. We'll look forward to more of your reporting, Julia, throughout the day. Thank you so much for the early update.